students, welcome to my English tutorial. In today's video, we are going to learn more about modal auxiliaries. We had already completed 3 videos on the topic. The links of all the 3 videos, you can find them in the description box. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe it and let's get started. In today's video, we are going to learn the difference between can and may. It has been observed that students, they find a lot of difficulty in order to understand the difference between can and may, because both modal auxiliary verbs, they are used for asking permission. But if you have noticed in my last videos where we had understood the difference between can and could, may and might, we had understood the definition of can individually and we had also understood the definition of may individually. Now in this video we are going to understand about both the verbs when they are compared. The words can and may are auxiliary verbs which are often just opposed. When we talk about possibility or permission, and that's the reason students find a lot of difficulty when it comes the expression of permission, then they find difficulty either to use can or to use may. The word can is used when someone has the ability to do something or when you are allowed to do something. And may is used to discuss possibility. In my last video, we had understood about the difference between may and might. May, might both are used to express possibility, but may shows the strong possibility or happenings in the future. It is also used when you want to take or give permission for doing something. For example, can you ride the bike? Or the second sentence you see, or may I ride your bike? The next example, Joseph can come tomorrow and Joseph may come tomorrow. As you can see in the first example, you might have observed that the word can is used to know the ability of a person in doing something. Can you ride the bike? So this is a question, but it's definitely questioning somebody's ability to ride the bike. Whereas may is used to ask for the consent. May is here used for somebody's consent. May I ride your bike? So this is used for request. In our next example, you see both of them express the possibility, but may represent a strong possibility while can indicates an expectation. We'll read the sentence again. Joseph can come tomorrow. So this shows the expectation or expresses the expectation. Joseph may come tomorrow. It shows the strong possibility. Now we'll see the comparison chart. Meaning of can refers to the capability of someone in doing something. May is used in sentence to reflect the possibility or permissibility of something. Permission sometimes and may is always. Context is informal. In my previous videos where we had discussed can in general as well as in comparison with could, we had understood that can is informal, it's not formal, asking for permission or seeking permission. You can see the examples. Team A can win this match, ability. Now may is, may I go outside? Can you speak clearly? So this is a sort of asking somebody, but it is not so formal. This may not be true. Possibility in this sentence. Can I have your number? May I check your bag? So can I have your number? Here it is, more authoritative. May I check your bag is polite. So we'll see the definition of can that we had already understood in our previous discussion during my previous video, but we'll just recapitulate it again. The word can means be able to. It denotes the capability of a person. It is also used for determining the possibility of something or informally ask for permission to do something. Now let's discuss the usage of can. We'll see the examples. Can indicates the ability of a person. For example, can you translate this letter into French? She can help us in solving the problem. I can do it in the best way. To ask for permission. You can keep your belongings over there. You can take selfies with foreigners. Can I get the email ID? To request for something. Can you pass this message to the manager? Please, can I get your notebook for a moment? So you can see that when you are asking or you are requesting for something, then in the second example you see please is added, because can already being discussed many a times that it sounds more authoritative and less formal. To represent the possibility, can I expect you day after tomorrow? If your age is more than 60 years, you can get retirement benefits. But here again we have to understand the fact that when we compare can and may, can we represent to express the possibility, but in comparison to may, less possibility, because may expresses the stronger possibility of any event to occur. Can is also used to give an offer or suggestion. For example, can I bring that book to you? Can I play on your behalf? But in both the sentences, if you just see suggestion here, which is sounding little authoritative. Whereas when you will use may, it sounds polite. It's been already discussed that modal auxiliaries, they have a lot of importance in the context of spoken English. So we have to discrete in such a way as to understand what's the context and in which context which modal auxiliary will go. That's very important. We'll see definition of may. We use may for expressing any kind of possibility regarding happenings or events that may occur in the future. It is also used to give and take permission to someone to do something. Now let's move on to understand its usage with the help of points given below. Today's possibility, that's the most important function of may to do. The exams may start from the next week. She may not like the dress we brought for her. It can be used to seek or receive permission. The candidate may bring normal calculators. May I come in, ma'am? You may take my book to read. So as you can see in these examples, it is used to seek or receive permission, and in the first two examples to represent the possibility. May can also be used for wishes and hopes. For example, may you achieve new heights of success. Somebody you wish, and when you wish, you use may. May you have a happy journey. May all your dreams come true. Now, how to remember the difference between can and may? These points which are given below can help you. The word can and may are modal verbs, wherein can is used to denote a person's ability in doing something or talking about any kind of possibility, On the other hand, may is used to take or give permission to or from another person. Further, it is also used when there is a strong possibility of something that we had already discussed in my last video, where we had understood the difference between may and might. So when it comes to express the strong possibility, may is used. Both can and may are used to seek or receive permission. However, may is more usual and formal. In general, we use the word can for informally asking for something. Conversely, may is used for formally asking for or allowing something. So when we are able to understand the difference between can and may, we are able to understand that both are used for seeking or giving permission, but may is more formal as compared to can. Can also be used for seeking or giving permission, but as it was discussed earlier only, that with your peers, with your friends, with your acquaintances, or with the people those who are of same age, you can use can. But when you are talking to somebody who is on higher authority, somebody who is an official, older to you, then in that case you have to use may for seeking or for giving permission, because it is more formal and polite as compared to can. Remember the difference? The best trick to recognize the difference between can and may is to understand the context in which they are used, that is, whether we are using it for seeking or giving permission, showing possibility, or ascertaining the ability of a person. Can determines the ability of a person to do something, may is used to ask for permission. So basically these are two primarily functions with these two modal auxiliaries. They do it individually or separately, but when it comes to the comparison, then you have to understand that one is more formal as compared to the other one. That is, may is more formal as compared to can. But you have to understand the context in which they are used. Whether they are used for seeking or giving permission, you are talking to the same age group person, then you have to use can. You can use can and may both, but yeah, can go in that particular situation. But when you are talking to somebody who is in authority or who is older to you, then you have to use may. Now for possibility, if it is a strong possibility, definitely may. If it is expectation or if it is a less strong possibility, then you can use can. And definitely for expressing the ability of any person in the present tense, one has to use can only. That's the appropriate modal auxiliary verb. So students, with this, it's a wrap to today's video. I hope that you have liked today's video, and if you have liked today's video, then please don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. Also, kindly share in the comment box which are the topics you want me to make videos on. And I hope that the difference between can and may is understood properly by you, and you will be able to apply both in written and spoken English. Thank you. Take care.